Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back once again. It's me, MOLT. Super stoked to be here with you guys today for another episode of Real Talk. The last Real Talk got so many likes on it, which is so encouraging because it's something different that I really do enjoy doing. I like talking. I like telling people about my experiences and ways that I've dealt with things, ways that I've grown in my life. Whether through my faith or just through experience. I want everyone to find these videos as a comfortable place, okay? So many people hide behind their screen names on YouTube and comment mean things, but I want you guys to be able to, if you want to, hide behind your screen name and comment problems and things that are going on in your life just to let them out, because keeping things inside, guys, is really, really bad. It's so good to just get things out into the light. I was talking to my pastor about dealing with some stuff that I've been going through, and he said oftentimes we have a lot of bad things that happen. We have things that stress us out. We have bad events. We get bullied, we get picked on, our parents are getting divorced, all these different things, and they pile up into a little bubble. And it's like we're trying to hold it underwater, and then one little thing happens and it tilts it and a lot of air comes out and we just like explode. For me, that's something that happens a lot. I can have a very short temper, which I'm just being honest with you guys because I'm not a perfect person. I can have a very short temper sometimes if I'm driving or if anything else goes on and it just sets me off, and I have to realize it's because I'm not controlling that air that's being released. So this is a way for you guys to control that. You can pop the little switch and let the slow air come out as you comment things that are going on in your life, bothering you, that you just want to get out. There are going to be fake comments down below. I can't do anything about that. If you're one of those people, I hope you have fun doing that. But I want this to be a safe place, or at least a place where people feel comfortable talking to each other. And like YouTube, the comment sections on YouTube are so bad, and I want to have some sort of impact on that to where y'all can come and talk to each other and give your own advice or own personal experience, whatever you want to down below. So read through the comments, guys, and if you see one that you agree with, make sure that you like it, because that's how I go through them. There's thousands of comments, and the ones with the most likes on them are going to be the ones that I'm going to try and talk about because I know that it relates to the most people. Also, I want y'all to feel welcome here. If you're not a Christian, that's totally fine. If you have your own religious beliefs, I'm not going to try and force mine on you guys. I just want y'all to know where I'm coming from, where my heart is, and the fact that I love all of you, and that I genuinely do want joy for you and the best for you in your life. Okay, so let's jump into this. The first one. My best friend recently started smoking and drinking, and I'm afraid, or they're saying this, and I'm afraid that I'm going to go down that route as well. And you don't know if you should continue hanging out with them or if you should make new friends, whatever. If you think that you're strong-willed enough to deny it, then keep being friends with them and just don't smoke. I know that's easier said than done, but if they're your true friend, if they really are your friend and they care about you, they're not going to try and pressure you into something, especially if you sit down and say, hey, listen, I don't think it's good that you're smoking. It's not good for you. You're a different person when you're smoking. You're still my best friend. I want to hang out with you, and I will. Just please don't try and convince me to smoke, because I don't want to. I feel like if you have a real conversation with someone like that, then they'll respect you if they really do care about you. If they don't care about you and they're like, nah, man, you're not cool because you're not doing this, maybe you don't want to be friends with them. And that's unfortunate, but honestly, there's something in the Bible that says that if someone continues doing bad things, that you just let them go out into the cold, and then eventually they're going to come back for the warmth of your relationship. So say this friend is trying to find satisfaction and fulfillment in smoking and drinking and partying, whatever it may be, let them go away. Let them go away. And then eventually when they realize that that isn't bringing them as much joy as your friendship was, then they'll come back. And if they don't, well, then you, at that point, have probably found someone who really does care about you and someone that is a better friend. So I would say when it comes to peer pressure and doing that, if you don't want to, don't do it. Don't let anybody talk you into anything. You're yourself, you have your own beliefs, your own desires, and you're not being yourself if you're doing something that you don't actually want to be doing. Next, you're being bullied. People are posting mean pictures of you on social media, and it's getting to you, and you want to figure out how to not let it get to you. I deal with this every single day. And it's on a different scale because I can choose to read my comments. I can choose to look on Twitter. You can't choose if somebody comes up to you and says something negative, you know? You can choose how you respond to it, but you can't choose what they say. And you also can't choose if they're posting pictures of you or not. Recently, somebody started posting, they found my old Facebook, which is now private, and they posted a bunch of funny pictures of me where I looked really stupid that were on my Facebook, on Reddit and stuff. And someone was like, you should probably take those down. And I was like, I mean, that's me. Like, I don't care. If there's something embarrassing about you, embrace it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a weird guy when I smile. My right eye closes a little bit. That's something that's just me. I can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? And you're going to have weird things about you. You're going to have things about you that you're going to be self-conscious about. But you can't do anything about them. And if you can do things about it, like say it's your weight or you want to be more athletic and you try hard, you can try and grow in certain areas of your life where you feel insecure. But if there's something physical about you or anything like that that people are just making fun of and you can't do anything about it, embrace it. You can't do anything about it. Worrying isn't going to help you. You know what I mean? Being anxious about stuff isn't going to help you. I used to deal with anxiety a lot, and I still do sometimes, and I worry, but once you learn how to just release that and put it aside and focus on positive things and be yourself, oh, it's going to bring you so much more joy and more fulfillment in your life when you just realize, like, I don't have to please everybody. You know what I mean? You don't have to please that bully. You're not going to. Because obviously if they're bullying you, they have their own insecurities and they have their own problems, and their way of dealing with it is being mean to you and making fun of you so that people don't notice the things that are wrong with them. You can't please them. You can't. So all that you can do is just move on. And I know that's easier said than done, guys, but I've been there with the bullying. I really have. I still deal with it in different ways, but in high school I was bullied. In middle school I was bullied. I was picked on for being little. So I know how it is. And as time goes on, you grow through it and you learn from it. You become more confident and you embrace who you are, and then you find people that like you for who you are. And there's gonna be people that make fun of you, and all you can do is laugh with them and just move on. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best thing you can really do. And honestly, that can have an impact on somebody. That can have an impact on someone when you don't let what they're doing get to you. People continue to make fun of you when they see it get to you. If you just ignore it, eventually they're gonna be like, well, this is boring. I'm not getting a rise out of this person anymore, you know? Your parents are getting divorced. That's hard. That's really, really, really hard. Be sad about it. It's okay to be sad about your parents getting divorced. It's okay to be sad about them separating. It's not good to hold that in, guys. It's very, very good for you to let things out. And that's what I want these videos to be like. I want people to be able to say stuff in the comments that lets them release that kind of stress. And again, people are gonna make stuff up just because that's what they do. But for you, if it helps you, then by all means, say, like, talk in the comment section. Find someone else whose parents are divorced and have a conversation with them. And that could be helpful, you know what I mean? But the one thing I want you to know about your parents getting divorced, no matter what they say, it's not your fault. If they try and blame it on you, if they try and say that they're getting a divorce because of you, then your parents are extremely immature and insecure in the reason that they're getting a divorce. Because nobody can make anyone else do something. Even if someone has a gun to my head, they can't make me do something. You know what I mean? You can't make your parents get a divorce. It's their decision. If they want to give up on their relationship, then it's not your fault. It's their fault for giving up. But I would encourage you to find someone else, no matter what stage of life you're in. If you're an adult, if you're in high school, wherever you are, find someone else that's been there. Find someone else that's been through it, and invest in them. Have conversations with them about it, and I promise you that you'll feel so much better once you find someone else that you can just talk to about it. I think that that's why the Lord allows us to go through hard things in our lives, because then we can love people well. You know what I mean? Like, if I find people who have gone through some stuff that I've gone through, and I've learned from it and I've grown from it, then I can speak truth into them, and I can encourage them, I can love them. So I would definitely say find somebody whose parents are divorced, maybe recently or not so much recently, and talk to them and have them encourage you and help you through it. Next, struggling in school. Woo! That's me. That was me. I was not a good student. I was a BC student at best, and I might get 1A a semester. At least in high school, that's how it was. When it comes to struggling in school, everybody learns differently. I had gnarly ADD. I was always distracted. I couldn't focus. I couldn't do any of that kind of stuff. It was bad. So learning for me was a struggle. And it's hard seeing people that are good at taking tests, who always get A's, who don't even study, they just come in and take it. Yeah, it's annoying, okay? But you can't do anything about it. That's just how they were made. That's how their mind works. For you, you have to find what works for you. I was talking to my dad the other day, and this was actually really funny. He was like, hey, you remember how when you used to study, I would be in the garage on my skateboard, and he would have flashcards and he would study with me. If he wasn't there, I would have the flashcards in front of me, and I would just roll circles on my skateboard. If I got a little bored, I'd do a couple kick flips, do a couple heel flips, you know, mess around, and then I'd be like, all right, time to focus, time to study again. And I would just skate around and I would study that way because it helped my mind kind of relax, and it helped me learn and consume information better. So for you, however it is, you just gotta figure out how you learn, and you gotta work at it. Work ethic is such a big thing in this world, and the way that you work, the way that you apply yourself, the way that you go after something is very, very good and very attractive to people. If you don't do good in school, but your teacher really sees you trying, she sees you staying late, she sees you coming up and asking her questions, they're more likely to help you. They're more likely to work with you on your grades than if you're like, I'm just dumb, I'm not gonna do anything. So I would challenge you, focus, work hard, figure out how you learn best. That's huge. That's so big, is figuring out how you learn things best. So yeah, I was there. I was there. I did not do good in school, and I struggled in college for a little bit, but then I found something that I enjoyed, and I went after it, and I ended up doing pretty well. So there you go. Work hard, figure out how you study, how you work best, how you learn best. Next, you hate getting older. You want to stay young, and you're not looking forward to a stupid job that you hate. This is a very interesting thing for me. So you hate getting older. In the Bible it says, don't desire the days of old. Don't desire the things of the past. It's okay to remember them. It's okay to smile upon them and remember like funny things that happened and relationships that you enjoyed and trips that you went on, all this kind of stuff. But desiring it and dwelling on it and wanting that back isn't good for you, because you can't get it back. You know what I mean? You gotta focus on the future. You gotta focus on the future, focus on the present, mainly focus on the present, is what I'm meaning to say, but in the sense of the past, focus on the future, what's to come. Because the more time that you spend desiring all of that old stuff, your days are just gonna continue going and going, and you're gonna realize that the things that you're missing out on in front of you, you're gonna realize the people that you're missing out on, the relationships that you're missing out on, the experiences that you're missing out on, because things don't just get worse. Just because you get older doesn't mean that things get worse, you know what I mean? I loved high school. I played a lot of sports. And once I got older, I was fairly popular. I wasn't in middle school. I was made fun of and bullied a lot, but I was fairly popular in high school. And college was awesome. I loved college. It was a blast. I made some of my best friends in college, and I still talk to them and love them. And I do miss some of the conversations and experiences that we had. But dwelling on that isn't gonna be any good for me. You know, it's moving on and realizing like, okay, high school was cool, middle school was cool, college was cool. I'm 29 now, I bet this is gonna be cool. I got some good experiences. I'm gonna have a job, I can go on trips by myself. I don't have to rely on my parents. I don't have to do all of this kind of stuff. You know, you get to move on. So I would just say, don't dwell on the days of old. Don't dwell on the things in the past, because it's not gonna be beneficial. You know, you're just gonna miss it, and you're gonna miss out on a lot of what's going on. And then the mindset of, I'm not looking forward to a stupid job that I'm gonna hate. With that mindset, yes, you are gonna get a stupid job and you're going to hate it. Everybody has bad jobs. Everybody has bad bosses. You just have to find the positives in your situation. Just to be like, okay, my boss is bad. I don't like this. Or my teacher is bad. I don't like this. What should I do? Okay, so that's a bad thing. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna be upset about it, and then I'm gonna push it aside, and focus on the positives. Oh, I like this coworker. I like this coworker. Oh, I get a long lunch. Whatever. I'm just giving examples of the fact that you need to find things in your life that are positive and focus on them, guys. Be optimistic. People that are pessimistic, it's so sad. If you just focus on the sad things in your life, you're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna be happy. You're gonna be always looking for the next thing. Focus on the positives. Focus on the gifts that you've been given. Focus on the blessings that you've been given, on the relationships that are in your life, and invest in them. Don't focus on negative things, because all that they are is negative. There's no positive result in focusing on a negative thing. If something bad happens in your life, take time, be upset about it. Be sad about it, talk to people about it, cry about it, mourn, move on to positive things. And that's a good thing to have, guys. The more that you realize that focusing on negative things isn't gonna be beneficial for you, I promise, the happier you're gonna be. I've learned that so much in my life, especially lately. If you let the bad things that happen and the bad things that people say and your bad situations define who you are, then you're just not gonna be happy. You get to choose if you're happy. You do. You don't get to choose what happens to you, but you get to choose how you deal with it. That is for sure. Next, confidence and self-esteem. Confidence is such a hard thing, guys, to come by or to get. And the way that I've realized that you get confidence is being secure in who you are. And I guess that is in itself the essence of confidence. You are who you're supposed to be. You don't want to be anyone else, because everyone else is already taken. You're unique. You are exactly who you are supposed to be. You have to embrace that. You also have to embrace your failures. You have to embrace the negative aspects of yourself. For me, here are my negative aspects. I'm very impatient, okay? I get upset quickly because of that impatience. I have a short temper sometimes. I can get very angry. Like on a switch, and then afterwards I'm like embarrassed about it and I'm sad and I'm like, man, why did I just get angry? But that's who I am. I can't do anything about it. I accept it. I don't desire it. I don't want it, but I accept that that's a part of me, and I work on it, and I try and figure out things to help me. Like on my hand, I have written wait. Just because so often I just jump into things. I get upset if someone's driving slow in front of me. I get upset in Clash Royale. I get upset in all these different things, and I have to realize, like, take a breath. Wait. It's gonna be fine. It's not that big of a deal. And the sooner that you can accept who you are as a person, the far more confident you're gonna be. You're gonna be like, yeah, so, yeah, that's true about me. It's embarrassing, but it's true about me. I can't change that I did that. I can't change that that happened. I can't change that people know about it. So why would I try to? You know what I mean? Why would I burden myself with that thing that upsets some other people? You can't please everybody. That's another thing. The sooner you realize that you can't please everybody, the far more confident you're gonna be. You're just gonna be out of this world confident. You're not gonna have to worry about anything. Because you can't please everyone. I think that you should desire to make people happy and to love people, but if there are people that you run into that don't like you, well, you can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? You literally can't. You can't please everybody. I would never have a single video with 0 dislikes on it. 100%. No chance, because there are always people out there that don't like me and that don't like what I'm doing. And as soon as you realize that and you accept it and you move past it, there's that confidence. There's that self-esteem. There's that positiveness that you're looking for, in the fact that you are who you're supposed to be. Can't do anything about it. I am Michael. I am MOLT. Can't do anything about that. That's who I am. So yeah, just be confident in that, okay? Next, being bullied for your faith. Hey, if you, like for me, I'm a Christian. You guys know that. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the creation. I believe that He created this world, this universe, everything. There's no doubt in that in my mind. Some of y'all will disagree with that, and that's fine. I'm not gonna force my faith on you. But if you're being bullied for your faith, no matter what it is that you believe in, whether it's different religions, whether it's different, I don't know, groups or things like that, whatever it is that you believe in, don't let bullies change what you believe in, because then the question is, did you really believe in it in the first place? You know what I mean? If you let negative things that happen in your life change who you are, then are you really who you thought you were before? So all that I would say is, if someone's bullying you about your faith, be confident in it. and don't let it affect you. The sooner that you allow a bully or a negative person see that what they're doing affects you negatively and upsets you, then they're gonna get a rise out of it and they're gonna wanna do it more. It's like, oh, that upset them. That's what I was looking for because I'm insecure and because I need to find joy in bullying people and making them upset because then I don't have to be as upset. That's what bullies are thinking. Bullies are literally the most insecure people in the world. You may think that they're confident, but no, they are not confident at all. And that's why they bully, because they want to make themselves seem bigger and better and stronger and funnier than you, and that's why they pick on you. You don't want to be them. You do not want to be them. So if you're being bullied for something that you believe in, hey, believe in what you believe in. That is how you're going to know your true self. That is how you're going to be confident in who you are. Don't let negative things affect what you believe in. Now, here's something else though. So say that you're Jewish or a Muslim, whatever it may be. If I were to approach you respectfully in a conversation, I was like, hey, let's talk about religion. Let's talk about what I believe. Let's talk about what you believe. I don't think that's a bad thing for you to do. I think those are good conversations. But if I were to come at you and be like, your religion is stupid and mine is better, then that's a problem. That's not a beneficial thing. You know what I mean? That's not loving. That isn't me caring for you as a person. So I would say if someone respectfully comes to you and wants to talk to you about your religion, then by all means let them. But at the same time, if someone bullies you, don't let that change what you believe in, because then in turn you're allowing them to change who you are, and you're never really gonna be confident in what you believe. You know what I mean? So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure that you leave a like on the video. I will see y'all in the next episode. Again, comment down below, leave likes on the comments that you agree with, or if you're dealing with something like that, because the ones that have more likes I'm gonna talk about because they relate to more people. I'm gonna try and do this on Fridays, so if you're still here, down below, #Real Talk Fridays, we're gonna try and make that happen. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next episode.